Hello everybody, I'm Joe, and today we are dealing with one of my biggest gaming regrets of all time. And that is, I've never played through Guild Wars. I've started several characters, but I've never really finished anything. You have option of free starting campaigns, but I haven't finished any one of them. Prophecies campaign is like the slowest of them. It takes the most time to get started. Factions are the fastest, the pace is really swift, and the Nightfall is paced just right, I would say. There is one extra advantage of starting in Nightfall, and that is you get access to heroes, which are like AI companions you can add to your party, because most of the Guild Wars content is not meant to be soloed, and you run with party of up to 8 people or AI companions. And the heroes are better than the standard henchmen you can get at any outpost, because you can change their skills, attributes, and also equipment. But the thing is, you can finish all the campaigns with just one character. So it's mostly about the profession you want to choose, because factions have assassin and ritualist professions, which you cannot get in other campaigns, and Nightfall has Paragon and Dervish, I believe, which are exclusive to Nightfall, and Prophecies is just your core. The interesting part about Prophecies is that there is one special thing you can do there, and I think we will try that. So I'm going to start the Prophecies, although it is the slowest campaign, at least to get started. And we have option of the core professions: warrior, ranger, monk, necromancer, mesmer, and elementalist. Of all the professions in the starting campaign in Prophecies, I'm thinking most about the ranger class. It's not exactly the best class for PvE, and it's outclassed by many of other classes. But I still find it quite fun, and that is what I played the most when I tried Guild Wars in previous years and previous decades. So let's roll a ranger. And we are going to be a guy this time. Well, probably the biggest issue I have with rangers are the hairstyles. Because what the hell is that? You can have this I don't even know. This hairstyle looks like it is not really rendered very well. You are missing some resolution on this hairstyle. And this face, I'm not really sure about the eyes. This is what about the hair? Okay, let's pick this. Yeah, you look like an onion. That is great. There is also one extra benefit of playing a ranger in 2020 and 2021. And that is, you are getting a free face mask with every ranger you create. So that's value for sure. You can play a little bit with the colors of the equipment. It doesn't really matter that much. I think this looks alright. You can do this as long as you want. Okay, what shall be your name? Let's try Mono Miss Walker. Yes, you can pick more than one word names in Guild Wars, and I also think you just have to pick at least two. Yes, at least 2 words. Yeah, Mono is my default RPG character name since I can remember. So let's roll with that. And we are getting the intro. Yeah, probably you can watch the intro on your own playthrough, and I believe you should give it a try. But one thing I want to say is that although the game is old and some of the aspects of the game didn't age real well, I think the look and feel of the game is like still pretty good. Like some things are quite blocky and you can see the copy paste on the designs, and the way the characters move through the landscape is sort of sloppy at times. The overall feel is still pretty great, and I remember I really enjoyed all the zones I've managed to explore in the previous tries at playthrough. So I'm really looking forward to exploration aspect of the game. I really want to see the landscapes, especially now when travel is not really an option in most parts of the world. As I'm recording this in November 2020. I'm not really sure whether I will even put this on YouTube, but I hope I will manage sometime in the next months. So let's see. So here we are. Welcome to the Ascalon city. And one thing I didn't mention about the Prophecies campaign, there is one zone we are currently at, and it's not like only one zone, it's like section of the game, and it's called Pre-searing. That section of the game is exclusive for the characters created in the Pre-searing. And it's like basically tutorial section of the game. You are supposed to learn about your profession and also about other professions, because in Guild Wars you can pick a secondary profession, which works like 90% of the primary profession. So you can be like ranger and monk, or ranger and warrior if you want to use melee weapons. But we will get to that in later parts of the playthrough. Right now we don't have to select the second profession. That's the goal of this pre-searing zone, to help you decide which secondary profession you want to use. Right now we are just going to complete the first quest. And one thing you may have noticed is that I haven't completed the previous quest, and that is we are going to stay in pre-searing for a long time. You are like supposed to get like to level 4, 5, maybe 6 in pre-searing. But what we are going to do, or at least try to do, is to get to max level in the pre-searing zone. It's associated with the title, which is like Legendary Defender of Ascalon. And it is earned by getting to level 20 in this tutorial zone. It used to be like extremely time consuming and tedious, but the designers of the game implemented some changes over the time, and it is slightly easier to grind your way through level 20. But it will still take quite a lot of time. Like the best people at running this pre-searing zone for the title can do it around 12 or 16 hours, I believe. I did some reading before starting this playthrough to like get the idea what is possible, and I also watched a few tutorials how to do it. The best class to get to level 20 in pre-searing is Elementalist. But we are going to try this with a ranger. I'm not really sure whether that is a good idea for somebody who is not that experienced with the game. And it is possible I will like get frustrated and bored quite easily from trying to grind my level 20 just on enemies without really completing the quest, because we will have to save the experience from the quest for some breakpoints, and I believe the important level is level 16, when it becomes almost impossible to grind to level 17. So we are basically saving all your quest reward experience for this level 16, and after you make it to the level 17, there is some scaling happening in the enemies, so you will be able to grind a little bit faster after you reach the level 17. So we will be just accepting bunch of quests here and completing some of them, but we won't be accepting the rewards. We will be saving all of those for later. As you can see, I was given some mesmer skills to complete the quest with the rogue bull, and I don't have enough energy to cast those skills. I hope I'm not getting killed by the wolf here. Okay, it's taking a little bit too much time. Okay, 120 experience. Like there will be time where I'm earning like 16 experience per kill. And it will be much difficult than the wolves. Okay, we've reached the first outpost, which is like city or town, because in Guild Wars you don't really have an open world. You have outposts where you can meet other players who are also at that outpost. But once you step outside the outpost, you will generate your own shard of the zone you've entered. So it's like completely new and fresh, just ready for you. So we are at Ashford, which is like little zone with a church and also with catacombs. And we will accept the quest from Brother Menlo, and he will teach us his monk skills, so we can also play with the monk skills. And it is some holy damage, okay, and some healing. And here in the quest log we can see we are supposed to help his young friend Paulus. Hello Paulus, how are you? Try to keep up, alright. Well, I will backtrack here. There is another quest giver, and experienced people can do these quests both at once. But I'm not really comfortable at trying that, because there is a higher probability I would fail both of the quests and lose more time. Yes, Onikel, we can do some healing. Our friend Paulus can be healed, and we will also need some healing, it seems, because this water is gross. Like if these are catacombs and it's flooded, I believe it smells like rotten eggs in here. Swamp water, okay, amazing. We can also use our ranger healing spell. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. That's some, let's call it troll healing. That sounds about right. Because this I have no idea, really. Okay, how are you, Paulus? Do you need some healing, or are you fresh? Paulus seems to be quite fresh. Well, the idea with doing both of the quests at once is that you don't really need to heal this guy or yourself if you just run without stopping, I believe. so he's not just stuck somewhere behind a rock or something, because these stairs are rather tricky, I would say. So let's continue with the second quest. Okay, we've completed the first one, that's great. And here we are with Necromancer Moon. Edgy. Ah, we have 2 quests here. So let's do both of them now. Okay, teach me Necromancer skills. Okay, let's give it a try. Shall we? We can use Life Siphon, which is basically some life steal over time. We can try Deadly Swarm, which is just vertical damage. That's nice. Does more damage than my bow attack. And we can animate Bone Horror. Okay. And now, what should we do? I'm not supposed to be there, I'm afraid. What is this place? We can try this. So we will use this body to create this fella. And he will lose some health over time. Because these zombies don't last forever. Hello, Mooney. How are you? Sorry, I got lost in the catacombs. Hope you are not mad. So she's like Necromancer, but she's using a hammer. Yes, she's using like a huge hammer. So she's probably a Necromancer warrior, I guess. 2 professions at once, as it should be in Guild Wars. So I believe we can animate another dead body here. Okay. And also aggro a few more corpses, which is amazing. Oh, level up. I should stop banging the microphone. So level up, which means we can assign some attribute points. There is nothing like strength, dexterity you might be used to from different games. You are like using your attribute points to specialize in one of four like, how to call it, some specializations. Yes, you are assigning points to specialize, whatever, you know what I mean. And we have Beastmaster, Expertise, Wilderness Survival and Marksmanship. The thing with secondary classes is, or all classes, is that you have one primary attribute and you have some, let's say, secondary attributes, and only those who main some class get the main attribute. So like if I'm Ranger, I get access to Expertise, but if I were like Warrior and my secondary class or profession was Ranger, I wouldn't be able to assign attribute points in Expertise. And also all skills, or almost all skills in the game, are associated with some of these specializations. And because you wouldn't be able to put points in Expertise as secondary Ranger, you wouldn't be able to use the Expertise skills very well. As you can see, there are no attributes from the Necromancer class because I'm just like using these skills as a trial period. I'm not Necromancer at the moment. I will have to pick the class permanently for some time before I reach the point in the game where I can change the secondary class. But for now, I have something in Marksmanship, Wilderness Survival. I will try to put some points in the Marksmanship, and I will push some expertise and wilderness survival. It doesn't really matter here, but I will do a little bit more damage with the skills I have. Okay, this is taking ages. I'm not really sure how I'm going to grind to level 20 like this. It's probably going to suck. Okay, I'm not really sure I'm going the right way here. Wasn't I supposed to like turn somewhere else? Yeah, of course. She opened the windows doors for me. And now I'm supposed to go through here. Ah, those are the fire runes I'm not supposed to trigger. I think that after I finish these, I'm supposed to use this skill to avoid dying in the rune. Because this guy will run towards me and trigger the rune for me. How nice of him. Oh, Doomed Nightmare level 4. That doesn't sound too good. But maybe I can reach it with a bow. And hopefully not die in the process. Okay, don't run to the rune. I'm afraid I don't have enough range for this. Fuck this. No. Why? What have I done? Yeah, I think I remember. There are like different types of bows in the game, and depending on the type of the bow, there is different like range and attack speed, and the starter bow is just not the best bow for the range. But there is one thing we can try. I believe most of the copies of the game run with a special bonus item. So you will just type bonus in the chat. Yes. And you will get this summoning stone, which is supposed to be great help in the grinding, because what it does, it summons a fire imp. Fire imp, who does pretty solid damage. And you can use it up to level 19. When you reach level 20, you are unable to use it anymore. And some versions of the game also get some special weapons from the bonus. As you can see, the imp does pretty good damage. So it's like you have a party member. So it's almost like playing with a friend, which is nice. I think that after we finish this necromancer quest, we will do one quest which is pretty neat, because after that we will be able to get our ranger companion. Basically, we are getting a pet, and there are some special animals you can charm, and they will travel with you, and you can also level them. They don't really have their own skills, but the ranger can have some skills which work with pet. And also maybe we can try to use an axe and shield instead of the bow. Yeah, I believe it's slightly faster. But I'm losing health quite fast. And also I don't have any skills for the X. But it looks quite cool. Ah, weapon sets. That's it. So you can have like several weapon sets, up to 4. And you can like switch between them quite fast. Why are you running? Go back. This is not the way. Carry on, Devourer. This is not the way. Okay, we will just do this. And we will hope that the imp will be able to kill this Tomb Nightmare. So let's prepare some troll healing. And I'm going to start the fight. Okay, good. Imp is doing great stuff. Okay, some recharge. Okay, now with the quests completed, I don't really need to do anything else here. So I will use fast travel on the map. And I'm looking for the collector, who is probably inside. Gwyn, hello Gwyn, how are you? Do you want some limps? Ah, she does, but she doesn't have anything useful for me. That sucks. I can try to use Warhammer. There used to be a thing when I played the games like 10 years ago. It was a build with where you were maining the ranger class and you were using warhammers, and it was called something like bunny thumper because of the movement ranger does while running, and I think it's more like for female rangers, they just like hop around, and it was quite funny to see this hopping thing with huge warhammer. Even the male ranger sort of hops when moving around. It looks pretty neat. So we have another collector here. And what do you want? You want baked. Okay, I don't have this. And it's some boots upgrade, which is nice. Oh, this guy. Everything is like hell expensive. But I believe I will be able to get some gold later on. Humphreys, what do you want? Okay, you want worn belts, and you can give me belt pouch, which will increase my inventory space, which is always super useful. So we will try to collect some worn belts later. Walden, hello Walden. What are you collecting today? What can we do for you? Okay, Ascalon longbow, that sounds good. And you are looking for unnatural seeds. I have no idea where to get that. Okay, let's try it with the imp. It should be slightly faster. Okay. We've got some idol, which is unidentified. Which means we will have to buy some identification kit, which will like reveal some special attributes of the item. It's just another quite common mechanic in the game, which is like similar to Diablo games. Yeah, I shouldn't probably waste my time on these guys, but you know, I'm just trying to get a feel for the game. Oh, we have another collector here. What are you collecting? So we can get gloves from icy lodestones. You seem quite icy. Ah, you have some lodestones. That is just what we are looking for, but first we are going to this outpost first. Oh, it is pretty small camp. Okay, it might be some time before I get my hands on identification kit, so I'm just going to sell it for now. And the longbow is not that good, so I'm also going to sell it. So let's check the map. Oh, there is somebody who's probably doing the challenge to get to level 20 in this zone. Because from what I've read, you will do a lot of grinding right here. Because at level 10 you will start getting some daily quests, and one of those quests leads you here. And people do it over and over and over and over and over again until they are level 20, and it takes hours, and it might be slightly boring, but we will see. My progress through the game is like really slow now, but I'm not giving up yet. Like, I've been playing for, I don't know, like 30-40 minutes, and I'm like level 2. And every other level is like more and more difficult. Hello there. Elementalist. So here we can take some elementalist skills, I believe. Okay, so Firestorm. Okay. That seems pretty good. Okay, level 3. That's much better. So we can spend some attribute points in whatever. It doesn't really matter right now, I believe. Anyway, the fire imp is doing most of the work here. Yeah, I don't even have to do anything. Oh, that's pretty solid amount of guys I have to deal with. But the fire imp is like tanking everything and doing most of the damage. I'm just collecting the spoils. That's pretty cool looking hammer. But the damage is worse than what I have here. Some bucky. So we are not going to like complete the quest here because we are saving the experience. We are supposed to we are supposed to deal with some bandits. And that's going to be the first farming spot of the challenge. because we will do some bandit camp over and over again, but first we will need to get the quest which will like spawn more bandits for us to farm. We are also going to trade these icy lodestones for the gloves. Yeah, written gloves. Exchange. And we have the first upgrade. Pretty neat, pretty neat. And we can also customize some weapons here, which means they will do like 20% more damage, but no other character will be able to use them after that. That another 20% doesn't really matter right now. I will need to try to get some better bow. Burn Egan, do you have any troubles with bandits? Bandit raids, that's it. That's the thing I want to deal with for some reason. No specific reason, just I was thinking about some bandits the other day. And so it happens you also have something to do with bandits. So now we have the bandit raid quest ready to go, which means we will have some extra bandits spawned in one area here. But first I'm thinking we will need to do something about our skills. We will need to get some more skills for our ranger, because I believe it would take too much time to rely only on the imp. I'm going to seek out some ranger trainers. And I'm not 100% sure about the locations. Okay, good thing that we have some pointers here. I believe we will need to get our asses to Regent Valley. And you can also see the collectors. You can see what is the collector collecting on the map. This is like baked husk, worn belt, a natural seed. That's pretty cool that you can see it on the map. So Kylie will be collecting growl necklaces. What is this thing? Okay, this should lead to another zone, Regent Valley. And if I'm not mistaken, we will be able to find some ranger trainers here. And we might be able to do some damage finally. Okay, you're Master Ranger. What are you collecting? No carapaces. Okay. Ascalon hornbow. Okay, interesting. Okay. So now we can use these skills to tame a pet. And I'm supposed to tame a Melandru Stalker. Yeah, let's just kill those because the imp would attack them anyway, so let's give it a head start and start attacking ourselves. Statue of Melandru, which is some like nature deity or goddess in the Guild Wars universe. It's nice. Nice looking tree. Healing fountain. Okay. So we're going to try to charm this Maunder Stalker. I'm not really sure whether I'm going to need some healing, but let's give it a try. Okay, I'm getting mauled by this Stalker, but it's alright now. Okay, I think that this is all for today. So thank you for watching and joining me on this quest. And I will see you next time, but in the meantime, feel free to stop by in the comment section. I'm looking forward to talking to you guys, and you can like go with related stuff and unrelated stuff. I will be happy to talk to you about anything you feel comfortable talking about with complete strangers on the internet. So, see you, bye!